blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses, or say Yavsakodi of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with the recording of the July 5th, 2022, yesterday's exposés. Now that by the grace of God, we have been able to expose the hatred by the tribalist by posting the exposés July 5th without voices due to their cyber attacks. We are re-recording the exposés one more time with the same content, but we would want to urge you to take a critical look to note the difference between the first and this. You would realize that for the first time, the July 5th, 2022 exposés had both the badges of Israel and Ghana on my right chest, but this recording don't have the two badges. It's still the same content. It's to give you the difference between the two exposés by the same content. The invisible guilt is taking them on. The haters of the people of Israel, and the haters of the innocent African. We are exposing them by the same content. God bless you. Blessed ones, Akufo to the program Testimony New World Disorder. We want to give ourselves a better welcome by saying Akufo, Allen, Sahalen, Shakitam, welcome in Ganjoni, Benvindo. You are welcome. Kuso, Diwo, to San Yusenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boye, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, O San de Zua, Enquam de Hena, Mitash, Duburo, Pejaluva, Bine I Binit, Barigalos, Vita Iche, Aibon, Dobitoya, welcome, Estan, Pozut, Walang, Anuman, bienvenido, Namaste, Suagitam, Push, Amadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Wanyong Haminida, Wanying, Nyejeko, Anime, Nyejeko, Wezolo, Novio, Mia, Wezo, Akufo to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Blessed ones, as we know, the program Testimony New World Disorder is the program through which we get to know what is happening to Ghana. America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made up by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet have been dealing with humanity so treacherously by deception and willful lies, having brought humanity into this global helplessness, while they are tactically pointing fingers at China, Russia, Ukraine, to divert your attention from the evil pursuit that is going on against the human race. And you need to understand that their ulterior agenda is to take over your soul, my soul, the souls of humanity and the nations of the world. So you are in a moment to make a decision as to who you give your soul over as the owner of your soul. Whether you allow the soul takers to take over your soul and lead you to that total damnation in hell, or you allow your maker, your Lord, to take over your soul. Christ Jesus is my Lord, and I have gladly given him ownership of my soul, and I want to commend him to you. Akufo to the program Testimony New World. So I want to announce that by this same program, we as well get to receive some divine guide, divine direction, divine insight, that we may know what to do in these times of global wickedness. Akufo to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Blessed ones, we were saying in the July 5th, 2022 exposés that the noble American people have a treasure which they revere so much, which comes from their Declaration of Independence, which says all men are created equal. And because they revere it, they cherish it so much. There are many nations of the world who share the same truth, that all men are created equal with America. And therefore, the American people, no matter which president, no matter which government in power, and you seek to trample down on what they believe, what they know to be the truth, they shall resist you in every way in defense of the truth. The Caucasians believe in the truth. The black American, the Hispanic, all of the American people believe in the truth. So no matter which people decide to trample down on the truth that they know and they cherish and defend, they shall resist you by every means necessary. However, Ghana, humanity, and the nations of the world, though in the 21st century, humanity lives in the 21st century, it has been possible for tribalists in Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo and his clans, in collusion with this undercover agent. Let's watch it. After kidnapping me and their lynching attempt on April the 11th, April the 6th, 2011, April the 6th, 2011, their willful plot to get me lynched, and they got me kidnapped to kill me. After that woeful plot failed, they rendered Ghana ungovernable and took the life of His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atamils. They didn't end there. They decided to take my two tortured and abducted children, Elizabeth and Grace, to make them the reward for the heinous crimes of the U.S. undercover agent, and which evils are supported by the tribalists in Ghana against the U.S. Declaration of Independence. So this has there has been a long war, invisible battle by the American people, by humanity and the nations, in defense of the truth that all men are created equal. And this African had been among the soldiers of the Lord in defense of the truth at the White House for years. And Barack Obama cannot deny, His Excellency Trump, the American people cannot deny the truth of the battle of the African on the behalf of the inalienable truth on the behalf of the American people. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Humanity and the nations of the world. We have said in the exposés July the 5th that in order for the undercover agent to seek ownership of my two tortured and abducted children after her evil on June the 30th, 2021, of using the 7-Eleven company, Crystal Rock, Germantown, Maryland, with the Montgomery County Police, infant torturing Montgomery County, attack me and seek my assassination because I would not allow the greedy undercover agent whose love for money have sought to kill me. I would not allow her take over my income, hold me as a slave, and take over my wages by the Crystal Rock 7-Eleven company. So they had sent the Montgomery County Police, supported by the Ghana Embassy, Washington D.C., Dampare, supported by tribalist Kandapa Osla Usu, the tribalist government of Nana Addo. They must get me assassinated, and it triggered the assassination of the Haitian president, because it was a no-no to dare on my life to that degree. And the Haitian president, precious life, was taken in defense of the killing of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, and in defense of the willful attempt to have gotten me assassinated on June the 30th, 2021. So 7 days after the Haitian president was assassinated, America, Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. The undercover agent did not end there, because they had to take my job from me by the 7-Eleven company, Crystal Rock, and I had to go look for another job at the sister company of the 7-Eleven company, which is called the same 7-Eleven company on Middlebrook Road, Germantown, Maryland. That was in December of 2021, after they had killed the Haitian president. And the tribalists of Ghana the terror government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, Kandapa, the tribalist, Osla Owusu, the tribalist, IGP Dampare, the tribalist. We would notice that in August of 2021, after their evil had killed the Haitian president, His Excellency Moise, the tribalist government of Akufo Addo treacherously removed IGP Dampare, whose evil led to the killing of the Haitian president, as the IGP, and bring into his stead IGP Dampare to cover up the evil. They think they are smart. They called it retirement of IGP Dampare. They are smart, but they are not smarter than God. So, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. IGP Dampare had taken over and must strategize to get me assassinated, to get my income taken over by the 7-Eleven company of Middlebrook Road, Germantown, Maryland, and take over my income for the undercover agent. Ghana, in order for them to succeed in getting me assassinated and getting me destroyed, they laid a trap for the nation Israel by planting an innocent Jew on the job, the 7-Eleven company, the very same week that I was, by setting up an innocent Jew on the job, the very same week that I was appointed by the 7-Eleven company, Middlebrook Road. And their plot, their strategy was, as they hypocritically would not boast that they have the God of Israel as their God. They have Yahweh as their God. But by wickedness, they had to boast in prekese, that is what they have. Israel have prekese, and they have prekese. So they would kill the Ghanaian people, and being the tribalists, will continue killing the Ghanaian people, seek to kill me and set Israel up for my destruction. But the God of Israel defended me. That innocent Israel was called David. Then they hope to have been able to create a rift between me and the innocent Israel. But God, the God of Israel, Yahweh, made me make that Israel, David, my brother, my best friend in the company. I would call him even when I'm off work and ask him, how are you doing? In the midst of, because of me, they hated the other co-staff of the 7-Eleven company. They hated that Jew so much. He was a Kohan Jew, a Jew that was qualified to be a rabbi if he had pursued to be a rabbi. So he was a Kohan Jew. Yeah, so they had to hate that Jew so much and hate me. But amidst the hatred, I had to be encouraging the innocent Jew. It shall be well. Don't quit. Press on. I knew so much that they had orchestrated to take over the tribalist government of Nigeria. They have orchestrated with 7-Eleven to take over my job. They made Joe Biden quickly, because they want to take over my income for the U.S. undercover agent, and I have refused. And they have killed the Haitian president. They have decided to use the 7-Eleven company, Middlebrook Road, to step up their agenda to rob me of my income. They made Joe Biden impose mandatory vaccination against the American people. That the American people should bring your shoulder, put you medical terrorism, they inject you. They take swab, dig inside your nose, and play games in their noses. But however, they had set a date, a timeline that by the 10th of July, if I would not allow them to rob me of my income for the U.S. undercover agent, then they would take my job from me. They would take my job from me or get me medically terrorized. And I had to tell them, come the 10th of July, I will not yield for their medical terrorism against me, because it was in violation of the U.S. Declaration of Independence. Nobody has the right to introduce any chemical substance, medicine or whatever, in the body of any other human being against the person's will. So, though the American people yielded that Joe medically terrorized us, they still took the stand that they shall continue to defend the truth that all men are created equal, in the sense that Joe's mandate was a temporary one, just like the mandate of Nana Addo Dankwa. The tribalists, they shall soon get away. They shall wither away like the grass. So the American people, I had to stand with them and defend the Declaration of Independence. I never yielded for medical terrorism to be committed against me. And they took my job on the 10th of July 2022. Ghana, when they took my job, I never bowed. I continued demanding my last wage, full last wage, writing to International Criminal Court, the U.S. Justice Department, African Union, the United Nations, exposing them and demanding my wages. So they quickly orchestrated the terror network of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo. Their counterparts in the USA orchestrated to silence me. They had to do what they knew. They orchestrated the bombing of Apieti, Bogoso, coward secret terrorism against Bogoso, Apieti. 10 days after I resisted, I decided that I will not let them rob me of my income for the US undercover agent. Ghana, before Barack Obama left office, before in January of 2017, before His Excellency the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon left office, the same agenda of getting me robbed, establishing a fraud against me, they have established $15,552 debt in the interest of the US undercover agent, that they shall continue to rob me forever for the next 4 years for 4 years of Barack Obama, by which time my children will be 14, 15 years, almost attaining their 16, 17 years, and then they will take over the children as the reward for the undercover agent. I have refused by sending His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, the UN Secretary General, to the International Criminal Court in January of 2017. Ghana, it has been an intense non-weaponry battle in defense of the American, in defense of the truth, and the American people have not left me alone. Europeans, Asians, Australians have been involved in this battle in defense of the truth. On July the 10th, 2022, I have to take IGP Dampare to the International Criminal Court. I took Osla, also the tribalists, to international. I took Kandapa, the tribalists, to International Criminal Court. They can hate me. I'm not moved. I will defend the truth, and I will defend the Ghanaian people, the precious blood of the Ghanaian people, and the truth. All men are created. God bless you, and God bless my homeland Ghana. Let's go home.